All right, so the Knight of Swords is all about pursuing a goal. It is all about taking action, and there's a lot of movement in this card. So where the Page was about like envisioning and kind of like creating the initial idea, the Knight of Wands is all about action, movement, and getting things done. So just think of the archetype of the knight, right? Like the knight was the guy who left the castle, he went out on the journey, he slayed the dragon, and then he came home, right? So he's all about exploration, accomplishing things, success, getting it done, and feeling really, really good about himself. And I don't mean that in a like narcissistic way. I mean that in a like, he's proud of himself, right? He's proud that he's accomplished what he has. So I love how this guy has a dragon on his helmet. He's super cute. So the dragon is all about transformation, change, power. And this one, which was first done in the 70s, also has a dragon. This is the, it is 1979 was the first time that this one was copyrighted. And this is the Morgan Greer Tarot. And this is the Hanson-Roberts Tarot. All right, so let's move more into this energy. Oh man, look at this card. Look how much action there is in there. I feel like this is a great representation of this card. The horse is like, roar, he's in midair. It's like you can almost feel the bum 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 bum, right? Like you can hear the theme song playing. So, yeah. All right. So this guy is creative, he is inventive, and he is on a mission, right? Like he knows what he's after it, he's taking steps every day. This to me feels like the guy who's like relentless, he's going to achieve his goal, right? He is smashing through this goal and then this goal and then this goal. Like if this was someone at work who was like a salesman or something, they would hit the first sales goal and then the second sales goal and then the third sales goal, right? Like they're just like one after another after the other. This guy is way more focused on action than he is in sitting around and contemplating things. So where other people might like want to talk about it and have a debate, this dude is already on his horse and ridden out of the castle. He is leaving the other people in the dust because he is like on it. Now the one downfall of the Knight of Wands is that sometimes he can be so focused on the goal and so focused on his new adventure and getting it done and like getting off on the quest that he forgets to pack underwear, right? This is the person that would like impulsively book a plane ticket, travel somewhere, get there, and then realize they only had one pair of clean underwear and needed to go buy some because they didn't do any planning, okay? So this guy, not into planning. He would like to take action and then find out what happens and then adjust from there. Because as far as he's concerned, yeah, you can buy underwear in any city and you just go buy underwear. It's not that big of a deal. Clearly, I don't know if that was the best metaphor my subconscious has ever given me, but I hope that that makes sense. He's more interested in taking action now, making some progress, and then he'll take in the new information and then go from there and like do the next step, the next step, the next step. So this person is very focused. He's like, it feels to me like so much movement, so much drive, so much energy of propelling forward. This guy doesn't think about the past. He doesn't dwell on the past. He doesn't dwell on what just happened 5 minutes ago, for Pete's sake, let alone what happened when he was a child. He is like really, really forward focused with his energy and his passion and his creativity and his drive. I feel like there's so much drive and so much ambition in this card. Also, the other thing I feel from this card, this guy has so much confidence. I mean, he is so like confident and he's proud of himself. But it feels like a sense of like he's proud of himself because he really is good at whatever it is that he's doing. This card also reminds me of someone who goes to the gym, right? This type of person would go to the gym 5 days a week and do their workout for 45 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, and would be very consistent and always show up and always do that because he has the vision of how his body wants to work. And I guess the image of the gym also is coming into my mind because this guy has a lot of, or this person, excuse me, it might not be a man, but he has a lot of not just creative energy but also like sexual energy. And I mean sexual energy in the creative way, not sexual, well, okay, I mean it both ways. Let me be clear on that. But it's positive directed sexual energy and it feels like it's healthy and flowing and strong, right? So this guy does not have erectile dysfunction. Let's be clear about that, right? He's good in that department. And this person probably has a lot of physical stamina. They probably do go to the gym. It can represent the type of person with that sort of energy and like a ton of testosterone drive. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling from this card for sure. And then the last thing that I wanted to say is this is the type of person who's so confident and charismatic, and maybe he is even a little flirty, but he really gets along well with other people and they just love him, right? He's got that love bunny energy that I feel like I talked about in the Suit of Cups. I think when I was doing the Knight of Cups, I talked about love bunny energy too. But anyway, like this is someone like most of the time people like this guy. And unless of course he gets too much in his like ambition, like sort of drive energy, then he might turn people off a little bit. But other than that, when he's in his balanced state, lots of people like this guy. But anyway, he has so much confidence, right? And he's just very sure of himself, and he lifts other people around him up, right? Because he has the drive and the determination. The people around him feel good when they're near him. He makes other people feel like they can do it too. He believes in himself so much, his belief is contagious, and other people are like, yeah, you know what? We can do that. We can totally reach that goal, right? If Bob feels like we can reach that goal, we can reach that goal, right? And I'm using Bob to mean Knight of Wands. Although I don't really feel like this guy's name would be Bob. I feel like his name would be Kevin. But I don't know, I'm just making things up at this point. But whatever, the guy has really good energy and is a good leader, and people want to follow him because of his super duper confidence, energy, and yeah. Okay, so let's go to the energy of this card reversed. Okay, so the reversed Page of Wands. Reverse Page of Wands. Feels like frustration, feels like annoyance, feels like things getting in this guy's way that are stopping him from moving forward, which really, it can almost create a sort of like anger for him, right? He's like, why isn't this working? Because this guy is all about, like, picture him, he's on the horse, he's galloping towards the castle, he's gonna slay the dragon, right? Okay, now put a gigantic wall in front of him. He stops dead. And now see, like, he's angry and he's mad and he's like, rah, right? So this guy does not like things in his way. He does not like people telling him he can't do things. He doesn't like the authority stopping him. He doesn't like people preventing him from doing something or taking away his creative power or his creative right to express himself or his creative ability to do something. This is the type of person that might actually be better owning a business and not having a job, because they don't do well with people telling him what to do or telling him that he can't do something. The only way I feel like this guy would be like good in a job is if he, you know, was able to shine and he was able to lead other people, and he had a lot of creative freedom and he was able to move around. So this is not a guy that wants to sit in the office all the time, right? He would do much better like being like a salesperson and like traveling around and doing things and accomplish things and like getting goals done, whatever. So if this guy was at an office job, it would be this card reversed, because he would feel mad, he'd feel stifled. Ooh, that's the word I'm looking for. He would feel stifled. He does not like his creative energy feeling stifled, blocked, bundled up, or pushed in. He is all about the energy going like this. So if the energy is stopped or impeded or not allowed to flow forth, it would create anger, frustration. He's just so mad. That's what I feel about this archetype. Does not do well with other people telling him, no, you can't do that. The other thing this card may mean is that this person is out of balance, and so they're impulsive. They like have absolutely no thought before they do something whatsoever. Where this guy doesn't have like a lot of thought about it, this guy has no thought. But it feels to me in the way of like not even taking others into consideration. So it feels very much like a selfish energy, and like the creative energy is directed inward in some way. So if he were to do something creative, it would be about making himself great and making himself like good or stand out. It wouldn't be about benefiting and helping other people, right? Because this would be using my creativity to help other people, lead other people, assist other people, like slay the dragon, right? Make the townspeople like better off because I've slayed the dragon. And this would be about, okay, well, how can I just make it all about me so that everybody's focused on me, and it's not really about helping other people. It's about like this egocentricness. So that's the other thing that I feel from this card, and it just feels like no sense of self, and so the creative energy flows in a way that ends up looking like a narcissism, where things are done, all things are done in order to make this person look like they're this like greater than they actually are. And so it's a sort of like fictitious thing. All right, let's go into the Queen of Wands.